Well, I survived, so it must have went all right. So last Saturday, I was doing a Hot Ones challenge to raise money for Croydon Youth Theatre organisation. It's one of the longest running youth theatres in the UK, who just celebrated their 60th anniversary last year. This is the charity that supports the young people of Croydon, giving them a place to express themselves through theatre and gaining new skills throughout the theatre space. And not just the acting side of it. We've got the technical, the set design and costume, lighting, sound, writing, getting them started to hopefully pursue a career in the performing arts. And even if they don't, it will give them the confidence and experience that can help them in life, as well as giving them a space to just escape the world for a bit. And for 14 years, I have had the honour of being a part of that amazing place. Heck, if it wasn't for Saito, I might not have started this channel.
Really? That explains a lot.
Anyway, so last Saturday, Saito was doing a fundraising event called Impact, where we got Saito members and staff doing challenges to raise money for Croydon Youth Theatre. We had someone running 38 miles. We had a duo doing musical numbers, and one kid eating food he doesn't like for a month.
He's a saint!
Speaking of eating, that's where my challenge comes in. So me and Andrew, who was the artistic director of Saito, took up a Hot Ones style challenge where we had to eat 10 wings each while he asked me 10 questions about my time at Saito. So let's not waste any more time and let's dig into this challenge. So we introduced ourselves to start off with and explain how things were going to work. So if you haven't seen Hot Ones on YouTube before, basically the guest is asked 10 questions, and with each question there's a hot wing to eat beforehand, and the heat level goes up with each question, and sometimes guests don't even finish the whole thing. But would that be my fate? So we tucked into the first one, which was 5,500 on the Scoville scale. By the time we got to the end, the Scoville scale would have gone up to 670,000. And of course, a young person had to shout out, "There's always one." Anyway, it was nothing really. There was something there, but it was fine. Quite tasty though. The same could be said for the 5,700 one. There was a difference, but not too much. It only rose up by 200. But the next one was supposed to be a big step up. 14,300, which is almost 3 times hotter than the first one. But again, it didn't slow me down or left me reaching for the Sawyer. It was fine. Very boring so far, isn't it? But the next one was actually quite tasty, even though it went up to 25,300, which means
It's over 9,000!
hotter than the last one. Again, you could feel it, but it was tolerable, and even more so because it was really tasty. Next was 48,000 on the Scoville scale. It went up by nearly 23,000, but me and Andrew were looking at each other and thought, where's the spice? Again, I could feel the heat, but it was no hotter than your medium heat Nando's order. But a young person did say it was going to get a lot more intense after number 5. Number 6 was 49,000, and it was nothing. We just got straight on to the next question like nothing happened. I know it sounds boring right now,
Which it is.
but I wouldn't be making this video right now if it wasn't uneventful.
Right.
Next up, 54,000. At this point, we just said how delicious the wings were, which were from Temple of Satan, which is a vegan fried chicken place in London. And it's some yummy, near-real tasting vegan fried chicken. Seriously, if you're in the Camden area, go check it out. It's brilliant. Anyway, we got through the next question and went on to wing 8, which is where things get interesting, because a past member of Saito, who I knew back in the day, had a great idea, adding a dab to the wings. So to liven things up, we did that. So we added the dab, then we found out that the sauce's Scoville scale is 81,000.
Jesus!
So we took a bite and felt the difference almost immediately. I was putting on a brave face, but something was up. This shit was starting to get real. And by the end of answering the question, my stomach was starting to feel it. Then we got to it. The one that I was most excited about, but also the most nervous about trying. And it was the bomb.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
135,600. That's a 50,000 jump from the last one, and we added a dab to it too. So I knew deep down this was gonna be bad. Also, the sauce that was added to the wing before the challenge made it look like it came from the devil's butthole. It was that dark red. Anyway, bottoms up.
Oh, how are you feeling?
I want to swear.
Swear.
I want to swear, but I'm not gonna. Now, I didn't swear, but the words I wanted to use were along the lines of
fucking bollocks.
It was so intense. Everything in my mouth was burning to the point of numbness, and breathing from the mouth made it 10 times worse because those spices are hitting the back of my throat, making it even harder to breathe. And furthermore, this is not on Andrew, bless him, he got the wings and prepared them himself. So this is not on him at all. But the wings were bought a day before, and these were fried breadcrumbed wings too, which means they were dry as Even though they were yummy, getting the bite down was a challenge in itself. So with that all happening, I didn't know what was going to happen next. Was I going to throw up? Was I going to choke? It was that bad. I had to take a chug of soya. There was no way I was going to cope without doing that. But I had to keep going. So I answered the question, and it was gurgled bullshit at this point. And Andrew, again, bless him, after taking a look back at the footage, he was at that point too. Seriously, good on the guy. Okay, the bomb, done. Now on to the last one. 670,000. 5 times hotter than the bomb. Again, an extra dab, and you do that for the last wing on hot ones too. So it was a must. And so we took the final plunge.
Guys.
And there was nothing at first, but we didn't trust it. So we went straight on to the final question, bashed that out and finished it. And the final sauce didn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it felt bad, but not as if I felt I was on death's door, if you know what I mean. I don't know what it was. I mean, it could be getting over the shock of the bomb and not feeling it. And Andrew felt the same way too. But we got through it, ate some ice cream, and raised some money for Saito. And for the last day, what a way to go out on. Now after, that's where it got a tad weird. I was helping Andrew take down the stage and helped him carry 3 platforms up the stairs to the theatre. Now, after taking up the second platform to the theatre, there was a really bad feeling in my tum-tum. You know the feeling when you've done a bunch of crunches or sit-ups? It felt like that, but it felt more like a lava lamp filled with actual lava. After I did all that, I said my final goodbyes and I went home with my girlfriend. But on the way back, the pain got quite bad. Like, I could hunch over and lay in the fetal position. But as I was with my bunny, I decided to not sell it, and it did go away after a bit. Got home, drank a 4-pack of cider, and watched Monday Night Raw on a Saturday. Smashed the system. But anyway, to round things off, it was a really good day. We raised lots of money for a great cause, and all I have to say is thank you so much to all of those who came along to the event. Thank you to the sponsors, not just my sponsors, but to all the sponsors of all the challenges. Thank you to the organisers at Saito for putting it all together. Thank you to those who took up the challenges. Thank you to my bunny for filming it on her phone as well. Love you, bunny. Thank you to Andrew for everything, and with him as artistic director, it can only go up from here. And finally, thank you to Saito for giving me the best 14 years of my life. It's been an absolute pleasure. Now, if you wish to support Saito, you can make a donation on their website, and I'll leave a link in the description below. And that's about it for today, my friends, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, share and subscribe. I'm currently working on the next bunch of gaming videos. Hopefully I can start putting them out within the month. It won't be just PS2 and PS1 games on this channel. There will be some GameCube action going on. So if that sounds good to you, maybe stick around for that. And follow me on Facebook, X and Instagram. I've been Titch, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.